popular. You're gonna be popular. What's poppin', y'all? Welcome back to another YouTube video, and today we are taking a look at the most popular movie of 2024, which isn't Deadpool and Wolverine, and isn't Dune Part 2. It is Wicked. It is the movie that took the world by storm, and people are constantly singing this. Did it come out in 2024? Did it come out in 2025? I don't know, but everyone's fucking singing the songs from this one. Defying Gravity and Popular are absolutely insane songs that are being sung everywhere, from TikTok to here, to YouTube. Like, this shit's everywhere. And I'm a little sick of hearing it, not gonna lie. Even some of the Wicked songs have been playing at my work, and that is where I draw the line. I will accept Let It Go from Frozen. I will not accept Defying Gravity from Wicked. I did take a look at Return to Oz yesterday, and the day before that I took a look at The Wizard of Oz, and today I'm taking a look at Wicked Part 1 in anticipation for Wicked Part 2. So without any further delay, let's take a look at what Google has to say about Wicked Part 1. Wicked Part 1 is a 2024 musical fantasy movie, which is 2 hours and 40 minutes, which is the longest out of the Wizard of Oz movies. It has a 7.7 out of 10 on IMDb and 88% on Rotten Tomatoes. It has the availability to be watched on Google Play, Amazon Prime, and the Sky Store. Misunderstood because of her green skin, a young woman named Elphaba forges an unlikely but profound friendship with Galinda, a student with an unfielding desire for popularity. Popular. They're gonna be popular. So how the story actually opens is with the mother of the child. That's wrong. I lied. Story opens with Toto, Dorothy, Tin Man, Scarecrow, and the Lion walking down the yellow brick road and walking away from literally just killing the Wicked Witch. She's been melted, she's been murked, she's been murdered. Alright? Holy fucking shit. We then have Galinda, Ariana Grande, taking her way to Munchkin Land and being like, the Wicked Witch is dead. They all have a good song and dance, good happy days, and then they're like, oh my god, you knew the Wicked Witch, tell us about her. And then she's like, oh, we were friends. I did know each other, we weren't friends. And then she tells the story. And the story then comes from her dad leaving for work, her mum inviting a guy in, drinking some green liquid, and then bumping uglies with him. So her mum cheated on her dad, pretty much. She then came out green because she drank green liquid. Pretty much simple as that. She's green for the rest of her life. They had a sister, and she can't walk. Her legs don't work good, and she's in a wheelchair. And she wants to be independent. She wants to be on her own. She got accepted to this magic school. Galinda is there to look after her a little bit, and then the teachers aren't really accepting of her wanting to do stuff on her own, and sort of like trying to help her when she doesn't need help or doesn't want help, and sort of just pushing her around. And Galinda then, Elphaba then causes a load of chaos, causes a scene. The headmaster takes it as her doing, and then enrolls Elphaba. She gets excited, sees the deadly desert, and then goes to her room, where she is currently rooming with Galinda. They have a fight, they have a sing-song fight, they go to class, being taught by a goat. Class is dismissed within the first 2 minutes because someone wrote on the board that animals should be seen, not heard. We then have them go to lesson with the teacher, like headmaster, teaching her how to control her magic, trying to lift a coin. She then goes into the woods to follow the teacher goat, and hears that animal people are being silenced. Then she goes back home and gets run over by a horse and a guy. They join the school, get with Pretty Pink Princess, and cause a big commotion in the library. Elphaba doesn't like that and fucks off. Elphaba then is upset because her sister is going to the ball with the Munchkin boy, because Galinda told him to get with her. And then they go back to the room. Galinda gets given a hat. Elphaba gets given a hat by Galinda. Then Elphaba gets Galinda into the course that she's in. They go to the party. Elphaba and Galinda share a dance after Elphaba was getting bullied. And then Elphaba got invited to go see the Wizard of Oz. The goat gets fired. They free the lion from a cage, which was being taught in their history lesson. They go see the wizard. Elphaba and Galinda go together. They have a big song and dance. They meet Elsa from Frozen in the Emerald City. It turns out that the wizard is like a bad guy and like enslaving animals and not letting them learn to talk. Elphaba doesn't like that, can read the grimoire, gives monkeys wings, but she doesn't like that because it's causing them pain. Flies away, sings a big song about defying gravity. Galinda and the headmaster sort of form a little team-up friendship type thing, and that is pretty much where the story ends. There is now a widespread manhunt for Elphaba because she stole the grimoire and can use very strong magic. Gonna be honest, this movie is way overhyped. Did not think it was that brilliant. The songs are definitely not that good. I think the songs from Moana 1 and the songs from Frozen are a whole lot better. I think You're Welcome is such a strong song. Let It Go, although it's overplayed, is also such a strong song. And to be fair, they're catchy. That's what makes a good song, in my opinion. It has to be catchy, it has to be upbeat, it has to be exciting, and gets you hyped. Like, I like good hypey songs, and none of these are sort of hype songs, so none of these will be making their way into my Spotify playlist, and that just means it's not a good musical, in my opinion. The songs have to make their way into my Spotify playlist for it to be a good musical, and for it to be a good song. In my opinion, that is. You can all like these songs. I'm ready to get sort of crucified, tortured, and, like, absolutely slated in the comment section for saying these songs aren't the best. But there is some things about this movie which I would have preferred. There is a lot of references to The Wizard of Oz, like the Deadly Desert is there, but it isn't called the Deadly Desert, it's called the Impassable Desert, which I think is shit. It's called the Deadly Desert. That shit's a lot cooler. And I didn't see a rainbow horse in the Emerald City. That's what I really wanted. Rainbow horse in Emerald City would have been absolutely goated. We got to see Toto and Dorothy right at the start of the movie, but that was about it. Which, you know, I'd have preferred to see a little bit more of them. I know it's Elphaba's story, but you know, I like those guys. Toto, I like a little bit more because he's a dog. He's adorable. I felt bad for the goat teacher. And I wanted to see more of the raccoon teacher, who was on a poster right at the start of the school. Right at the start of the movie, there was a raccoon teacher with a bear teacher and a stork teacher, along with the goat teacher. But 3 of those are no longer teachers. I wish I could have seen the raccoon teacher. Raccoons are one of my favorite animals, so I'd like to see the raccoon teacher. I know it's a small nitpick, and I literally got it from one frame, from one scene. It was literally a background detail. But it does hint that the bigger bad guy is the wicked. No, is the wizard. The wizard is hinted at the bad guy from the get-go because he's covering up the history of the school. He's covering up the animal teachers with his own image and making it so that animal teachers can't work there. He is the driving force of evil in this movie, and that is to be expected. I'm going to be honest. He is absolutely awful. And Galinda made it her driving mission to make me absolutely despise her throughout this entire movie. The way she presented herself, the way she was flicking her hair pissed me off. She's like the stereotypical popular girl, and it was pissing me off just the way, oh, of course you're glad to see me. Oh, of course. Oh, I didn't get my way. How bad. I know she's written like that on purpose to make me hate her, but it was pissing me off. How sort of self-indulgent and self-entitled she was pissing me off. I'm not a huge fan of Ariana Grande anyway. I'm going to be honest, some of her songs are good, some of them are shit. I like Into You, I think that one's great, and I like her Christmas one, but I'm not too big of a fan of the rest of her songs. She has made it into Fortnite though. Good for her. I haven't got any of her skins, but I know some of my friends do. I really liked the sort of conflict that the sort of animals had and how the animals were being treated. I thought that was a really interesting sort of topic, and I wish we got to see a little bit more of that. It was Elphaba's driving force for the movie, and it was what she wanted to help because she'd been treated shittily all her life, and she was seeing other people being treated shittily, and with these with these teachers being forced to quit, with these teachers being forced out of Oz, they were being forced away, and she didn't like that. She stuck up for them, and I liked that because I felt bad for them. Like they should have been pushed out, and I hated that because the goat teacher was actually really fucking cool. Like he was great. He was great. Fucking oh my god, I'm gonna get these two mixed up for the entire fucking video, aren't I? The pink one, I hated how she treated the goat. I forget what the goat was called. I'm gonna be honest, but I hated how she treated the goat because he's a goat, dog. Like he's not gonna talk the same as you. Like he's different. Don't fucking at him for not calling you Galinda, bitch. I fucking hated her. She was a bitch. She was. I know she's written like that, and I know like the whole point of her character is to make me hate her, and the whole point is to sort of put Alphaba in a good light and to sort of show a different side of her that isn't shown in the original movie, because everyone thinks she's the evil one when she isn't. She's only considered to be evil because she has green skin, because her mum drank green things when doing an evil act by cheating on her husband. Honestly, this movie is overhyped. The songs aren't that great. There is much better songs to sing and sort of listen to, but I did like the messages that this film had about diversity and sort of oppression. I thought that was really cool and really well spoken about in this movie and taken in a much more creative way. I do feel like it was taken to a too far in the over-the-top comedic-y way, where it was being sort of really over-the-top and unrealistic to the point where it kind of made a little bit of a jokey sort of mockery out of the situation, how serious this stuff can be. But that's just my opinion. That's just how I saw it, because the way they were talking just felt really over-the-top and over-dramatic to how it really is. So overall, I think this movie is a solid 6 out of 10.